Mambo, ninaitwa Daniel, ninatoka Uingereza, ninaweza kuongea Kiingereza na Kiswahili kidogo. My name is Daniel. I'm from England and I came to Kiswahili Simplified to do some volunteering and to be a student on the course to learn some Swahili as well. Well, I was helping out with managing the social media of the Kiswahili Simplified course. So, doing some posts, running the TikTok account, and also I was helping out with some small animations on the side, 2D animations, whilst the rest of the company did 3D stuff. And in my experience, learning Swahili has been very straightforward, very easy, especially with the basics and the grammar, stuff like that, considering that it's all very regular. Anyone studying English or French or other languages will find that you will learn the language rules and then immediately learn the exceptions to those rules. Swahili doesn't do that. Once you learn those rules stick, and all you need to do is learn all those rules, and then there you go. They're never going to change. And so that made the progress a lot faster. It made the process a lot simpler, and it made everything a lot more straightforward and a lot easier to translate, and yeah, the language a lot easier to learn. Well, I would say personally, I officially started last year in November, so 6-9 months ago now. However, considering that I have a Tanzanian mother, I've been learning on and off with her for all my life. There are certain phrases and words that I knew how to say just on pure instinct because they've been ingrained in my brain from growing up. But the actual language seemed a little bit too daunting for me up until last year. But then I started officially learning last year, and now that's where I am. Well, I'd say that everyone here is very excited at the prospect of someone learning Swahili. There's no one here who will treat you in bad faith for it. Everyone is more than comfortable to speak with you in Swahili, and if you're struggling, then they'll guide you along. I had the benefit of living with relatives who spoke or who are more comfortable speaking Swahili than English. So for 3 months, most of my conversations were in Swahili. And I had a teacher on the side, and so I learned a little bit of Swahili from there as well. But I'd say that most of my Swahili knowledge and practice and the vocabulary that I gained was just day to day. With the program and with people on the street, you hear it. You can't really avoid the Swahili here. English won't get you everywhere. Well, if you asked my auntie that I've been living with, she'll probably tell you it's kuogelea because of how often I've demanded to go swimming in the last 3 months. But personally, I think there's something about the word ninahitaji. It's one of the first words I learned when putting the rules together, and so I practiced it a lot when I was back in the UK. That ninahitaji, it means I need, and yeah, it was the first time that I started to understand how those rules came together. So that word will always have a special place in my heart. Samosas. I love samosas. Chismayai is a close second. Very close second. Chismayai is, I love. We have it in the UK as well, but only in my house because British people haven't figured that out yet. But my family, we make it all the time. Love chips mayo. Well, I went to Arusha not too long ago. I stayed there for a few days. I visited, I don't remember the name specifically, but there was this sort of mountain range area with these waterfalls. It was beautiful, I loved it. And I did a bit of archery there as well. And there's also a lot of museums in the city centre in Arusha. And I went to look at them. One on the history of Tanzania's independence, and there was another animal museum, and there's also the ICC, the International Criminal Court, which I believe is the first one ever made after the Rwandan genocide. So that was very interesting to see as well. If I were to come back, obviously I will come back. Next time, I'm definitely excited to go try out Zanzibar, Bongoyo Island, Dodoma. Never been to Dodoma. I'm very excited to go. And maybe Mount Kilimanjaro as well. There's plenty to do here. I'd say a very solid 8 or 9. The food's amazing. There's always something to do. Travel is a lot easier than I thought it would be. With all the bolts, bajajes and piki-pikis, you can always find someone who will take you somewhere. And yeah, and the people were just lovely, always very positive. It's nice to see.